Hi everyone. Yeah, I'm back. I've been through a time here into the home and even the working. So, welcome to this new era of 2026. To be honest, and yeah, I haven't posted since almost a week because I was kind of busy of the work, and even though I'm like let's say the college thing. Yeah, everyone needs to do the work first, and I have enough time to do this one, and I'm learning about edits. So I know everyone was going to talk about the edits soon, but it's going to be fine for reason. So here I am talking about what about this seventh video. Since this is always going to be some protocol videos until I get my edits ready. So when I'm ready for the edits or gaming or any other stuff like piano or anything, I had to put every video in private because let's face you're not going to see this again. You all know that. So what I'm talking about here today. So what I'm going to talk about here today is basically the. So first, let's talk about my love life. If you guys like me to talk about it, first off. So hear me out. What happening today and the time being, I was around to the time where there was sometimes when love relationships comes to a hold up. Like somehow if you're in a love relationship, you gotta think about the loyalty of those love times you were. Like a lot of people think about the love time and the others. Like I actually do understand that. So I want you guys to understand that I'm here just to tell you guys that I'm here to talk about it. And after all I've been through a lot. And if you guys think about it, I actually always do these videos for commentary. To be honest, like when I look at other YouTubers or commentary about it, and some of them talk about their own love lives, like the relationship they're in, and others doesn't have a good time. And for me, I have a median time. Like that's the left or right. I'm in a healthy relationship with her in a physical way, like not harassing her, not doing nothing wrong. I'm doing something like respecting it. But then again, there were some troubles. So let's get this over with. So the first thing in the love life that I'm talking about is how did I met her. So first off, there's a story among the people, and I actually get true backstory. A true backstory, what happened, okay? So, from when I was in Mexico before, if you guys saw the sixth video, it's actually, let me see how long is the sixth video for. So, the sixth video was from 12 days ago, which is basically not a week, but it's kind of like a week almost, but not all of it. And the truth is, what's going on to this moment of why am I not posting videos fast or why I'm not posting it more? Is because somehow you need to do this not daily, but you have to do this with breaks. And sometimes everybody has a break. Like everybody has a break to do that, you do that, you do whatever you want. That's what it is for you too. Basically, you need to get breaks. And for me, I'm talking about my love life here in this video. So the thing is that how did I start to have a love life? Well, it all started when I was how you say this. So I was at like a secondary school when I was nine. Like so, if I was 17 means it's 18. I started 19. 20 is where I graduate. So that means 2, 3, 4. Gotcha. So is it all started at 15 years old, and I was like a secondary school, and in secondary school I was grade of now I wasn't grade in ninth grade, well not ninth grade, seventh grade, at well seventh grade I actually have a have like a lot of over there in Mexico. Like everyone who talks about Mexico is that if you are not into Mexico or you're in Mexico, you all think it's a good place for everything. Well, not everything is a good place. Like any country could be a good place, but it's never going to be a good place. Like to be honest, when I go to anywhere in the country, I was like remembering like if you were that map and that is going to be the only time you're going to think about a country to think about it. Well, that map only allows you to see like yeah, you can see this good things or that good things, but sometimes there's going to be a bad things, and bad things come to the economy. So, what I'm talking about Mexico here. So in Mexico, if you heard about the sixth video and you talk about when I talk about Spanish, this is going to be the English version. So what happened over here in Mexico is that Mexico is a neutral place. Not every city is neutral, but it looks so neutral in a way of the socialism of the society. Like the pros and cons over there was fine. Like the pros, it's the economy, the culture, the food, like the culture, the food, the let's say the celebrations, the music, the socialism of friends. Like over there in Mexico, they actually are nice people. Not everything could be nice, but they're like the most neutral nice people. And that's what I think about it. Like, not everybody can be nice, but they're like the most nicest people that I saw among to the 8 years old I became. Like when I was 8 years in over there in Mexico, right there to where I live. I actually get a in a secondary school when I was seventh grade. Um, I get a first girlfriend before, and it's a story that she and I we have a good common, but until it broke down because of her. So the thing is, at first, everybody knew I'm the only American student in the Mexican secondary school, and I'm like they call you gringo for because you speak English and you're not born there. Like I'm not born in Mexico. Like let's say I'm not born in Mexico because yeah, I'm born here in the city of Miami in the United States, and that's the thing is that in this country what I born through and when I move over there to Mexico, it's just they all say one word that was only a title that was a pronoun title called gringo. And gringo means you're an American, basically from North. And I at first I never liked it, but I actually liked it because I had to get used to it. I got used to it. I understand why. I really understand about why like everybody likes Mexico, to be honest. And for me, I was like, good Mexico is good, not all good for my own because as a little, I wasn't the biggest smart brainy on the time. At first, you start learning a language, and for me, it wasn't easy to start, but it was somehow understandable. Like, I understand what they're saying, but I don't speak well. Now, you all know in the videos over the time, I do speak like, let's say I'm not speaking big on it, but it's like, it's kind of a little bit too off-boarded. Like, I'm not saying I'm off-boarded, but it's kind of like a way of saying you're being overboarded by sometimes and you're not speaking well. And yeah, that's the thing. I don't speak well, but I understand well. And during seventh grade, there was this girlfriend I got from the first girlfriend I got, and it was the first girlfriend that I experienced love to a in school. Basically, her name is Nadeline, and Nadeline, she's let's say blonde one. She's a very good one, blonde, and she's nice and everything, but she's saying I don't get much to her, and Some days, before then, there was so many connection flaws when it comes to her and me. Like for me, I don't understand much love relationship. Like I know people want to go with them. I don't know about marriage. I don't know about everything like left and right. Yeah, you all don't get it if you're like young and not straight brain. Yeah, that's the thing. But when I came to her, she is like let's say how to say this she's like a somehow like she's like a supportive one, but she's never been good, like never. And I don't simp for her. I don't get there. I don't do it with her. I don't do left and right and not none of those, none of those. I actually do not take distance with her. I do understand I have to socialize with her and everything, but sometimes I don't feel like that socializing will be a good idea. So she become distant, so distant, and I was like, "What's wrong?" And she say nothing, and you probably know where this is going. So during Valentine's Day, in Valentine's Day, that's the day that broke up. Like the reason why she cheated on me, she went with a different boy that she likes, and did I got hurt? Well, yes, emotionally, but did I have to face it a long time? Well, absolutely no, but it's just somehow supportive mental. Like you need to get a life lesson in that. So what did I learn from that time? I learned that love hurts. Love hurts, to be honest. And I'm not even that bad for it. Like I understand why she's saying that because only because I feel like it's hurtful for me to say like, yeah, you were kind of like left and right skirt. But first time I was over there to the time being when she broke up with me on Valentine's Day, I was there waiting for her until I saw her in the with our boy, and she cheated, and I actually get phased on it. And as a kid, I never understood why I couldn't move on, but I understand how it feels. So turning the time. I'm sorry if I'm yawning because it's actually late and I have to do what I gotta do for this video to make sure I don't disappear in the YouTube channel. Like I don't disappear much, but people just take breaks. And I'll be honest, it's kind of it's kind of like there. So back where we're saying, you see, back where we are at time in Mexico, I never get another girlfriend. I actually get experienced heartbroken, and I don't trust anymore of love. So during the time, I don't trust love. I don't get love. I do it because since when I came back here over here in the United States, I started to get my dad's understandings lessons. And yes, love is could be a manipulation. Like it's like when these people say it's called love, take for this as Rick from Rick and Morty. When people call love, it's just like experiment with some rhythms. Like it hits you hard and it slowly fades away, leaving you stranded under the car. Like when I first started to know that, it just feels like yeah, he have a point, like a big point, because love is like a chemical, to be honest. Like it doesn't go forever, it doesn't last forever. It just hits a chemical and it just hurts, really hurts. And for me, I experienced that. Like I experienced and I actually understood that my dad was like he told me about like this is a life lesson that most me I understand, because somehow you don't trust people when people come to manipulation. And all along, I understand manipulation is like a living, because a living of a elimination is sometimes a like when you go over a elimination, it just feels like a waste of like, let's say you're trying to see somebody that you're saying you're right, but they have to think that if you're trusty. Now, I understand my dad had to be very trusty because I trust him how what he thinks or what he have his opinions on, even though we don't agree on the same opinion, but I understand. The problem is this: you cannot be telling me about that single, like, a manipulation doesn't mean it's like you have the power to tell them because of their free will. The thing is this: you can't just do what you could, like, you could do whatever you want, like you could say whatever you want, but you can't just tell people about your life because people think you're manipulating. Like, if everybody tells you something over to your opinions, every opinion is a manipulation in a way of what they see or what they don't. Like, what they see is on your mind, what they don't see is on your brain or your life vision. That's the thing. Like, anywhere, for I will talk about false accusations for my opinion because I saw in history thanks to Pexto. Thank you, Pexto. If you guys don't know Pexto, just look him up. It's Pexto. He's a good YouTuber that I watch him, and he gives good controversies, notifications of the YouTube history of YouTubers and bad goods stuff and scams and everything. Like, I watch his YouTube channel. I like it. He actually is a good guy, to be honest. Yeah, I like his voice. So, back what we're saying, in this love life I had, when I go here and here, I was participating in high school. I was in 10th grade. And at first, when there was last 24 days in 10th grade, I wasn't going to, I had to try this again because since I'm late. And in the new semester, like the new, let's say, a new year, and this time I was like 18 years old. I was like 18 years old, and got into high school, and I have a good friend group, and from the friend group I had we started as a friend group in science, basically because of ed puzzles. And if you guys remember ed puzzles is like, it's like a app or a website in the comments, like you work on the project and give you videos and questions, and that's all I only see on in science. And when I first started to realize about ed puzzles, some people are asking help, and I actually decided to help them because I don't know how to enter, but I do know how to get into it, and they help. And like, we start first. So first we start with the guy. The boy on the left was a good friend from the beginning, and there was the one who on the right is a girl, and basically the girl was like 18 years old like me, but 1 year old, 1 year lower than mine. And basically that was the only thing I knew because she's like, well, she's not 18, she's like now 17, but she turned to 18. And for me, I think it's fine to see that. And her name was Marisol. Marisol is a classic name. Marisol, Maricial, or if you have a different language of saying Marisol in a way, like Marisol Chan, or like Marisol Chan San, and like that's like Japanese do. And I don't accuse Japanese. I like Japanese. It has a good culture economy when I watched it. It's funny. It has a good creativity. So back to what we're saying, for Marisol, she is, we started first friends, and we started first as friends in the time in high school. And at first we started well, and it was a good start. It was a very good start. She and I, we talk about some we like, some we don't like, some we actually appreciate. We saw like horrors, we saw like kids like Splatoon, or any type of any type of things that we like. And I like controversials. Like, I like the ways we talk about cartoons too much. And after all, we are like best friends, and me getting used to the school is something. Now, back we were saying where what I was on the time being. After a long time with her, I was having a class with the first semester that I had the first year as a sophomore. It was I have with her in science, science with not math. Math is my favorite teacher, Mr. Polo. Man, I miss him. He retired, but dude, Mr. Polo, if you were watching this, I wish you have a good time because I was like Mr. Pooler, and I when I see Mr. Pooler, I was like Mr. Pooler, like that's the thing. I like to say that because Pooler is my favorite math teacher, to be honest. So, and there's another math teacher from my 12th grade, and he's good. He's really good. And even from where from 11, he's a good one. Now, back to what we are saying, I was there in school, and she and I would go youth together with the France group together. And then there was Chris. Chris is actually my best friend. Very, very best friend. He's like an angel to me. Like a brother. He's like a brother. Like a brother as a cherry on top, man. He's like that brother. Like not my originality brother, but a friend as a brother. So let's say that. So back to the time from time by time, we have like there was that like there's another kid that I knew. His name was Carlos, and he was a good friend. He and I we have a lot of fun because he brought his Nintendo Switch over to school. No one steal it because he hides it, and for me, I'll explain later what happened to my life in the next few videos. I will just talk about it. And he we have a good time. In the 10th grade, it was a very good time for me to explain that yeah, it's a very fun time when I got through. Now, back where we were saying from time by time, um February 2nd, it was the I think it's the no February 4th. February 4th is the day that so at PE, like in the last class of PE from the even days, she uh she confessed, and she actually have a crush on me. And I didn't do flirty stuff. I was being a good friend and making her smile, making good stuff. Like I'm doing that stuff because I'm not being a bad friend. I'm being a good friend for her. Now, here's the reason why. During the time I was actually in, let's say, in PE, I wasn't expecting her to like me because I didn't have feelings for her at first. And the reason I don't have feelings is because the PTSD I got from the Mexico. Because I learned something: you don't be controlled and be like heartbroken. Like I was so heartbroken because I'm not gonna be taking some chances of, let's say, cheat. And I know I'm not a cheater. I never did. I never cheated nobody. I understand the rights about the love relationship because if you ever think about having a second double life, nah, you don't get it because you gotta get one life and that's it. And for me, I learned something different. I learned that from the first time when she confessed me, I was like I wasn't going to agree because the PTSD I got from the ex girlfriend got it's just horrible. But I see her as a different light. Let's say she was hurt. She was. I don't know her life, but at first, she was hurt because it wasn't the easiest look of herself be getting hurt. And at first, I thought about it. Like at first, I thought about it, and it was not the easiest to see, but it was the necessary one to check on. And when I first thought about it, I was like, yeah, I guess she could not use me much. But at first, I'm not a bad guy to say no. I was going to say no, but the one that why I didn't say no is because I just have a feeling she was hurt in life, and I was like, yeah, she get hurt. So what did I do? I decided to, you know what, screw it. I'll help her. Like maybe fix those little light bulbs in the dark rooms, and that's where I give her. So the thing is, I accepted her crush, offer a confession, but I'm not gonna play boyfriend material at first because since you have to understand the technique of learning how to go in a relationship, you have to check on your crush. Like for any female or male that who got a confession by your own by the crush of somebody on you, you have to first you have if you say yes, first thing first, go with them, try to check if they're loyal or lovely or good to you, and spend time with them to get their image. And I did. I did get their image. I didn't want to play boyfriend material because I was unsure. I wasn't sure about, you know, about the love relationship I got with her. And during the times I do get to get fond with her. At 10th grade, it was the biggest ignition of lovable one. It was big, very big. And it was so healthy. And then the years comes to toxic, to healthy, to toxic. Because we got in the middle a lot. And look, for me, for me, when I was from there for a reason, she was the one who liked my ways of how I treat her well. Like I treat her so soft at first, and then I get my biggest image out and out and out because you need to treat them very solemnly or somehow that or left. Like in the life of a relationship, it was that time. Okay, it was. It's not. It's not because it's not because it's bad. It's because it's not the way that I thought about it. Now, from there, in time, we have a good time in 10th grade. It was a very softable, lovable time. And we get dates, and that was the time where we started to get boyfriend and girlfriend. And then there was 11th grade. Now, 11th grade was the more orgo metinium one, but the most lovable one to start with a lot of lovable things. And for me, I was a lovable guy, to be honest. I respect quality, women rights, and equality of men. Um, Respect their decision, respect their character in a way that you need to understood and understood that you cannot change their character. Because, like, if I tell them to change or not. Like, that's your option. That's your decision. There's a decision. That's your option. Like you have a decision to listen or not to listen. If you have an option like that, okay? In life, that's options. For me, when I was there, I was a good guy, very calm, very soft, very tired, and I let her rest on me or kiss me or anywhere in school. But physical attraction is a problem when it comes to school. When you're thinking like you want to go to a private place and then they love to make you love, right? Now, it's just because in mind, it's just like you love to have their girls like, sexuals and mind thinkings. Like I don't think first sexuals because I know prevent it. Like I think like first until she was going in. For me, I don't go in. I don't go in for more sexual arousal. I go in like if I want to do it. And we got in trouble a little bit for that, and it wasn't a big problem, but it was a unresponsible way to start in a school. Like you start in the school You love your girlfriend, yeah, but you don't want to go attracted too much. And I respect it. Like she doesn't understood. Like she doesn't listen much on her personal moments. But for me, I listen because I understand more. The teacher knew, the principals knew, the authority of the school. They knew that I was the nicest one. And the reason why I'm nice is because I actually am a kind-hearted one, which is not the smartest one from the ways of the living, but the ways of what I respect for them in a way of what I'm doing. And that's what I do. That's what I do in the years on high school. So when I in 11th grade, it was a lovable traction until it got a meltdown into the 12th grade. For me in 12th grade, it was a biggest meltdown. The one of the biggest. She was going too far in her own ways. In 12th grade, she's going too far, basically. For me, I go too far if I think I did it wrong. For her, she took so many far things, pranks a little bit, and biggest stuff that is not good. Like she was so obsessed about my jacket to smell. Like in a way, she smelled my jacket, and I never understood why she needed to smell at first, or why she grabbed her own jacket in the cold and she's feeling cold, but she's having a jacket. It's so not good. For me, I got tired of because she was doing the same thing and you need a change on the way. Like you need to grow up and become a changeable man than a changeable woman. And that's what the thing is. The thing is the way I felt about that relationship is wasn't the biggest relationship. Like the thing is, you don't know how it is to become in a relationship while you're not even going to get in control. Like you're not controlling the relationship. You are trying to be well in the relationship. Like I've been well so far for her for about 3 years straight. And she was taking over a little bit more, and that was not a good balance because she's taking it too far. I take it too far if I feel like I took it too far. If she took it, and I knew better because, anyways, there's sometimes it's not a good time. Okay, 12th grade was the biggest downfall for us and for her and me, for us, because our relationship got into healthy to a medium to toxic, and then go back to medium to healthy again. There's like a up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what I think about in 12th grade. But it was a good one because I still care about her and the teachers and everybody. I care about everybody over there for my sake. Okay? So basically hear me out. Basically in the sake of my opinion of my own, um there's a thing. There's a reason why I say this. Well, I say this in a relationship, while we got here, she is being nice. My opinion for Marisol, she is nice, heartwarming. She's like the kindest one of the heart. She is like a lovable, a lovable character person. Her cons, however, it's that she makes a lot of mistakes. She make mistakes, repeat them, and didn't learn. She doesn't accept a no, and that's my biggest concern. You don't If you don't accept a no, you're just forcing yourself to change my opinion to make sure like everybody had to say you had to change your opinion. Like yes, in a way, but there's reason. You gotta have a reason to why you need to change your opinion. And everywhere you go is a reason, basically. Like if you have a reason like that one, like right there, you're starting to make sure you're saying those reasons are very much your controversials, and that's what all you need to understand. Like you have to understand about their reason to their own ways, and that's what it is. Every girlfriend has their pro and con, even a boyfriend, and that's where it comes in. We don't go well. We don't go well, and in life, right here, right now in the present, I'm still with her because she likes me and I think she got my heart because she started to give me feelings for her. The reason why she got me feelings for her is because she was too kind. We got together a lot in dates, and like we go on dates like carnivals to a Dave and Buster's in a gaming center or anywhere. Like basically the family is good. Like when I first thought about her family, I thought about she was there were not good people. But when I first found out that they're good people, they were like very, very friendly people. They liked me because I was so kind, understandable, more understandable. Like I understand about them more, and I took care of them. Like I was like a good guardian, a guardian way of a not an angel. I don't believe I'm an angel or a devil or a demon or a devil. I'm just some mortal. Like I'm calling myself fallen angel as my character, but I'm like a mortal for myself. But hear me out. You see, I am a guy who understood this better, and I understood about, well, my mistakes, even though people say that I accuse my mistake. Like, I do not accuse my mistakes much. I understood them, but then again, I don't want to follow. And yeah, you don't follow because it's your decision. They get mad, and yeah, that's the thing. That's the whole cycle. We live in that cycle. We get a trauma. That's all. Now we're done with that. Now you get my image. I will talk more about my love life more in the future if I have to. But now I'm talking about the false accusators that I noticed. Now, hear me out in a video about false accusators. People out there who likes to false accuse YouTuber, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing out there? You can't just judge something false to be in a story, okay? Like, for my opinion, when I first found out false accusators in YouTubers, the people who actually do that is the way of how people are haters on. Now, people are not that technically haters, but they were like so uncomfortable, so not good with people. At first, at first, it was so painful to watch. Like when I first found out about the false accusations, it was so hard that I couldn't even understood why they do that. I couldn't even understood why they do that. And the reason why I couldn't understand why they do it is because it has everything to say about let's say these types when you actually go ahead and be around with people. And my first opinion about it is like it's so bad. Like how why you actually do that if you don't have a reason to say that you think they did it because they did it because you saw that doesn't work. You have to have a proof to say that one. Oh, hi, Dad. Está bien, no, love. Thanks, Dad. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Gracias, Papa. God, I don't want to. Now, the thing is this. You don't have to put in a false accusation because you think that is good. Like, you make fake stories and then you're trying to, like, my opinion is this. You don't do it. Like, listen, you have to have a proof about what you saw from the same specific and the specific topic that you could tell. Like if you call themselves a rapist or a predator or something, they're gonna accuse you're accusing them because people want to follow your story and destroy what they destroy you. That doesn't work. For me, I've seen that literally 0 times. My opinion is this: you don't do that. No, you don't do that. My only thing about false accusators is that it's only because you actually wants to do it. Like you want to do it because they think that you have the right to say about those YouTubers that were only true. That's not how it works in life. In life, you don't do that. You don't actually do saying false accusators like I do watch a video from Pexto and then It gave me a lot of evidence, to be honest. Let me show you a video of. So, look at this.
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings nights. It captures
the biggest.
Here is every false accusation destroyed by YouTubers and streamers, starting with Minecraft legend Dan TDM, whose controversy-free record came under threat on January 15th, 2017, when he would pull off a dangerous stunt that earned over 3 million views.
Oh my goodness, look at this! Oh, hatchable! This is crazy!
While fans enjoyed it, the London Fire Brigade tried to cancel him on Twitter 5 days later. We slam YouTuber Dan DTM for his irresponsible and thoughtless toy-burning video that has been seen by 3 million viewers. Soon after, Dan TDM was in the headlines, with some parents calling him a brainless vlogger for being a reckless example to his young audience. Dan TDM didn't respond until January 7th, 2022, almost 5 years after the issue, when he stumbled upon the article on Reddit.
Oh god, shall I finally talk about this? I think it's safe to say we could talk about this. News article that came out about me said it was encouraging kids to copy by setting something on fire with a blowtorch. I can kind of see that point, but I did put a disclaimer in there. Here it is. What happens next is dangerous. Yep. Do not try this at home.
But on September 17th, 2024, Dan TDM made headlines again, this time for criticizing the Lunchley trio, prompting people to try canceling him for being a hypocrite as he was selling plushies and clothes on his website, only for Dan TDM's sensible supporters to roll their eyes and dismiss it as nonsense. This is the most schizo-ish I've ever seen, selling estrogenic, highly processed chemical-ish that lies about being nutritional is not at all comparable to selling clothing and some toys. In the end, Dan TDM's wholesome character and thinking fan base kept him cancel-proof, much like Matt.
So, for my opinion of that, is that thank you. Gracias. Now, aquí va porque like, I'm gonna decirte esto. Es que, mira, lo falso de acusaciones es que cuando alguien dice que tú estás haciendo algo mal, gente va diciendo que es mal. Entendemos. Todos podemos entender que este es mal, ¿no? Bueno, sí, es mal. Like, you start first as bad as you start. And then you start like they are putting you a warning about it. Now, the warning is that it says people say about the warning, and then people are suing you because you do something like a dangerous stunt. That's like, yeah, you can sue because they're doing a dangerous stunt, and that could give a disclaimer of people because they think that the on the community is not a good thing. Like, I understand the people on their vision, but the way they are acting is because he put a disclaimer on it. And it's a respectfable way to say that, yes, he did the right choice, él hizo la correcta opción de hacer eso, ¿no? Por eso, cuando gente dice que está criticando por los merchandises, gente va diciendo que es algo que tú no hagas bien. Para mí, yo pienso que está bien cuando no haces bien. No es todo malo. Solamente gente puede pensar como ellos piensan, pero no es todo bueno. Como este. Right here. This is
who found support from the trans community after the Twitter mob tried to cancel him again for being transphobic. On December 1st, 2020, MatPat would host a charity live stream to support the fight against childhood cancer. But while he was doing God's work, some thought it was a good time to cancel him by bringing up his transphobic joke from 2018.
Oh, and by the way, to the 1,610 of you who responded with Apache attack helicopter, thank you so much for raising awareness for the overlooked telesexuals.
At the time, the statement offended Twitter dwellers. So, F MatPatGT and his nearly full minute of vile transphobic jokes regarding non-binary identities. But MatPat quickly pointed out that he wasn't aware it was offensive. AR Howergan just let me know that Attack Helicopter has a transphobic history. I wasn't aware, and I'm sorry for including it. I assumed it, like most of the answers, was just a dumb meme people wrote in. Despite his apology, some on Twitter kept hounding him. But after the 2020 charity live stream, most of the trans community stood by MatPat, rejecting the cancellation attempts. As a trans person, it's hilarious that anyone would see this man as transphobic. People really just go out of their way to find things to be mad about. But if Twitter tried to cancel MatPat over transphobia allegations...
This is actually a very lessonable guy. This is very lessonable because it shows people that even though you're transphobic, it shows a lesson, you know? My opinion, I think it's a very good lesson. Not gonna lie. It's actually a very good message. It was so good how it looks.
Danny Duncan, a 7 million subscriber YouTuber known for his pranks, faced a similar threat when fellow influencer and former employee Sunhat Kid accused him of physical abuse on December 2nd of 2021.
You know, like how we started wrestling kind of, I'm on the ground and he has me. And next thing you know, he starts just punching at me out of nowhere. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, what is going on right now? I was so shocked.
This led fans to condemn Danny. Lost all my respect for Danny Duncan. That man weird for real. But 5 days later, Danny responded with an 11-minute video revealing a recorded conversation from 2021 where Sunhat Kid expressed he was unhappy about not being in Danny's videos anymore.
It's not like when you start threatening me, like saying I'm like taking advantage of you and shit. It just kind of bothers me. So I don't want to be put in that situation again.
Yeah.
To be honest. Because that's not how it ever was anyway.
Yeah. So are we just done? Are we done filming each other?
I mean, it's not like we never filmed again. I don't think it's like that. I'm not like how we used to, for sure not.
Further in the recording, Sunhat Kid would realize the kind of content he wanted to put out.
I think I'm good at like starting drama. That's when I focus on starting drama. I think I like doing drama.
With Danny setting the record straight, his punches weren't abusive.
It's like, bro, this is a joke. Me and Aaron wrestle. We do jiu-jitsu, we do wrestling. Aaron's kneed David in the stomach. Hey! I've wrestled with Aaron, like we choke each other. That's what happens. I've never violently hit Aaron in a mean way where I'm trying to like knock him out or something. I've never done it.
Earning back everyone's trust. But if Danny turned things around instantly by speaking up, Sunny V2 remained.
The way he acts is because sometimes it's so convincible. Like it's very convincible to say that because somehow it's like es casi como gente que piensa lo más diferente y lo más diferente que ellos se ven siempre son los únicos que cuando yo confío en alguien en mi vida y gente que está haciendo bien y hablando de mí de cosas puedo decirte la verdad pero no puedo decirte que yo soy malo. Yo no puedo decirte que soy un total malo. Si fuera yo conversando algo que sea verdad, que yo hice algo malo por ti, yo fuera a perdonar, porque I get it. I'll be sorry. Too sorry. I think it will be necessary to be sorry so much. Like, really. Like, I have to be honest because some people don't apologize. Like other people don't want to apologize because they have their true story facts, which is not true. But for me, I do apologize. Really apologize. And that's what I do for my life. I actually do apologize a lot. Oh, sorry about that.
Opinion on Mr. Beast's best friend. On April 13th, 2023, Sunny V2 would release a video titled Why Chris Will Soon Be a Nightmare for Mr. Beast.
Jimmy has no option but to publicly express acceptance of Chris's transition, as silence or even worse, disapproval would come with obvious severe repercussion. The only clean solution should things go south might be for Chris to resign himself, and even then rumors and bad press will be unavoidable.
This set off a wave of backlash. Crazy how Chris has gone through their own personal journey to finally feel comfortable and at peace with their gender identity, and the takeaway by Sunny V2 is just, how will this affect Mr. Beast's legacy?
I don't get it at all. This whole video, I mean, you could have just said, hey, I'm outwardly transphobic.
Even Mr. Beast himself lashed out. Yeah, this is getting absurd. Chris isn't my nightmare. He's my effing friend and things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off. While this led to a 20,000 subscriber drop and more hate, the unbothered Sunny V2 kept posting videos as usual until, in a surprising twist of events the following year, his predictions came true, dramatically shifting public perception. This man never apologized, never replied to him getting canceled, and got the last laugh in the end. Ultimately, Sunny V2 avoided his own downfall by letting the truth speak for itself. Much like Jay.
It really is. I saw this video. I saw his video. I saw it, and it was actually at first, for my opinion, I didn't hate it at first. I think about it. Like, I think like it's gonna happen. Like, I think it's gonna happen because I didn't know he's transphobic. Did not know until all years later when Jimmy commented about it, it was like, wow. So he knew the truth, and that's why I first thought, like, man, good job.
Schlatt, a popular comedic Minecraft YouTuber whose immunity to cancellation came from knowing how to choose his battles. On October 10th, 2020, a Twitter user named NB Stellygang posted a now-deleted Twitter thread containing a list of Jay Schlatt's supposedly horrifying actions. Most of it was edgy jokes. The biggest backlash came from a video he uploaded on March 22nd of 2021, where he and other streamers played a Jackbox game called Survive the Internet, where players twist each other's words based on a prompt.
Here's the solution to not get canceled for saying slurs, because we all know about identity, and if you identify as an oppressed group of blackface.
While another player actually made a joke, Jay Schlatt was the one being canceled by the Twitter community, mainly because of how he packaged it. Jay Schlatt fans, this your man baiting with blackface? Nevertheless, the majority of his YouTube fans knew that it would have no effect.
You asked for more ways to create, so we made a major update.
Like,
Sleep printing is now.
In a way, like, it's kind of racial, for my opinion. Like, I don't know in the world out there, because it kind of feels so racist in a way of what I see. It's like whenever I go to see that it's so much, it's that I don't know in the world out there we're all racist in a way. Like, we're not supposed to be racist. Like, we're not supposed to say things like it's so racist and offensive to in a black community or any community of whatever race are you. But that's the thing. I was like thinking about it. Like, it's so, that's what I was confused. Like, when I first saw about it, like the racial things, it just feels like, to be honest, it just feels like so oblivious, in my opinion. Like, too oblivious. In my opinion, I think it's too oblivious, to be honest. Like, I understand the point, really. But I don't understand why in a world that we are supposed to be not all racist. Like, if I was racist, I would be admitting I'm racist. But I'm not admitting I'm racist yet. Like, I could be racist. I don't know. I don't know. Like, do you think I'm racist? I don't think I am, but do you think? I think I do. I don't know. But I don't even aware that the girl is comes racism. Back to the story.
On him, and it was all because of Jay Schlatt's mindset.
It's just not worth it for me to really even like take notice when shit like that happens, because they're not the people who watch my stuff. It's not really worth me trying to reason with them in the first place.
Are you uncancelable if you really just don't?
If you don't give a shit
care
about it,
I mean,
probably.
But if Jay Schlatt brushed off cancellation attempts with pure confidence, Tommy Innit, a famous Minecraft YouTuber, would face a cancellation for being friends with him until a familiar name in the industry stepped in to back him up. On June 11, 2021, the then 17-year-old Tommy Innit would criticize a video Dream shared, which featured the SMP members, including Jay Schlatt, who at the time was being canceled for being racist. They included a few Jay Schlatt moments in this video. Do they not know of his wrongdoings? Do they not know? I am not happy, Dream. Since Jay Schlatt was Tommy's friend, the Minecraft stands knew he was sarcastic, so they tried canceling him for mocking their efforts to hold Jay Schlatt accountable for his offensive jokes. Enjoy who you want, be friends with who you want, I don't care. But he seriously needs to STFU when it comes to Schlatt. He's constantly mocking people because they rightfully hate and are upset by him. It's not as funny as he thinks it is. The backlash led Tommy Innit to go inactive on Twitter, and the next day he revealed in a live stream that the platform made him anxious and that he was in therapy.
A lot of Twitter ends up so anxiety. Over these past few months, I've
like sort of done therapy type stuff and like that, just because I find it really helpful.
But instead of getting sympathy, the Minecraft stands accused him of using therapy as an excuse to avoid responsibility. I don't give an F if you're feeling overwhelmed. You are privileged and face no type of oppression, but still continue to victimize yourself instead of holding yourself accountable and apologizing to all the effing minorities you've hurt. God damn. As the hate got worse, Penguin Zero stepped up to defend Tommy Innit.
He's a Minecraft player. He doesn't need to, also go with your exact ideals on how things should be in the world.
Fans agreed, suggesting that Minecraft stands should be the ones canceled instead. Twitter is horrible, but Minecraft Twitter is worse. But if Tommy Innit had the backing of Penguin Zero, Wendigoon, a 4 million subscriber horror and conspiracy theory YouTuber, would be saved by his fans when someone tried to cancel him for wearing a Hawaiian shirt. In 2021, Wendigoon's fans would be intrigued by his past online persona.
The thing about this one is that you don't judge on the wear. That's so bad. You don't judge on the wear, dude.
A Boogaloo Boy, and his use of Hawaiian shirts, which had become associated with the Boogaloo movement, an anti-government group advocating for a second civil war. Wendigoon would then release an official statement. Over 2 years ago, I was among the first to being using the term Boogaloo. Originally, it was a rendition of Che Guevara's, not that he was a good person by any means, code word for revolution, and I have always been a proponent of freedom and liberty. It became something I didn't want to be part of, and so I left. I dropped the name, took a break, and decided to talk about things I enjoy, like conspiracies and movies, under the new title Wendigoon. But while his explanation clarified everything at the time, it resurfaced on May 25th, 2024, when another horror YouTuber, In Praise of Shadows, tried to cancel him in a 3-hour-long video.
Also, it should be noted that the Boogaloo Boys are known for wearing Hawaiian shirts. And guess who else always has on a Hawaiian shirt, despite the fact that he publicly totally does not share in their beliefs, guys. I'm just saying that if at the very least I, in any way whatsoever, somehow accidentally, inadvertently, started a hate group, I wouldn't continue to still dress like them if it were me. It would make me look like I still believed in their cause.
Only for it to backfire. In Praise of Shadows segment on Wendigoon is the most paranoid, slanderous, bad faith, misinterpretation-filled schizo post I've ever seen in my life. Ultimately, Wendigoon evaded cancellation thanks to his logical supporters. Much like tech.
And yeah, I'll end this one right here, just in case, because yeah, we're just taking too long. So I want you guys to understand that, yeah, this video is about me, about my opinion of false accusators, while other stuff like my love life. So I want to give you guys to thank you for it. And if you guys were curious about my post, be sure to vote on the post, either in any circus. So if you guys see this post, you can go to right here. Like, let's go. I'm going to show you my screen. If you go over here and you go here to see my channel, I still have 10 subscribers. Thank you. And you can see here my post. Right here is the post that I made a day ago. And I was about to think about, in the case of a video that you guys want me to get, you can vote whichever, what else you want me to vote. Like, you could vote games, you could vote cartoons, you could vote YouTubers, or you want to vote for other suggestions. Like, if you say other suggestions, means you have a decision of what what topic you want me to talk about. It's okay. Si ves este post, puedes votar si vas a querer yo digo de juegos o cartoons o youtubers o otras sugestiones de tu opinión de cualquier que tú quieras yo hago. Y está bien que yo hago esto, es por un tópico del siguiente video que voy a hablar. So, por todo lo menos, sí, aquí es todo lo que tenemos por hoy. Y yo sé, esta es de una sesión más en inglés que en español, pero en el siguiente video yo voy a hacer inglés y español lo mismo. So, ten cuidado todos por allí, and have a good time. Have a good night, and I hope you have a good time. So, like and subscribe if you want. It's always open. So, adios. Bonjour. Bye.